Alrighty, we'll call this meeting to order at 6 p.m. We just want to designate the emergency exits. Please note one over there at the side and of course the front door. And please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Jeffrey Holliday. Here. Karen Van Wee. Mike Console.
Here.
Tracy Darling. Here. Nate Shaw.
Here.
Charles Holtz.
Here.
And Paul Brown.
Here. Okay, so before we get started and go into executive session, we just want to say a lot of thank yous. We have a lot of new staff here tonight. Tonight is our new teacher reception and welcome. So if you are a new teacher in here, please stand so we can say hello. Introduce yourselves, please. Thank you. Okay. We'll start with the orange. Melissa.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Melissa Stagg, and I teach Spanish in the middle school to our 8th grade, and I also have one high school Spanish class. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. My name is Melanie Clara. I'm the new secondary librarian, and I also teach one 6th grade class. Thank you.
Hi, nice to meet everyone. My name is Kristen LeMake, and I am the new Earth and Space Science teacher in the high school.
I know we also have a student board member here tonight, so we're going to welcome Louise Caraldo from the high school. She is our student. We also have a donation coming tonight, which we'll talk about later, but thank you, sir. I know I saw Mr. Signoretti over here, so we'll get you in a little bit. Okay. Thank you. So before we continue, we want to get a motion to go into executive session. Can I get a motion? Mr. Diedrich, a second. Paul, all in favor? Aye. All opposed? All right. Motion carries. We'll be back. All right, so we'd like a motion to return to public session at 6:55 p.m. Can I get a motion? Patty is second. Michael Diedrich, all in favor? All opposed? Abstentions? Great. So we're going to move on to visitor recognition on agenda items. I know that we do have Mr. Signoretti from CMPSA. I'd like to invite him up to come and award us with his donation. You want to come on up? Sure. Yep.
Good evening, everyone. Members of the Catskill School Board, Superintendent Johnson, Secretary Nula. My name is Signoretti, and I am here on behalf of the Catskill Music Parent Student Association. And if you remember, CMPSA and Bonnie's Fund. The Catskill High School class of 1974 for our second instrument donation of 2025. The Catskill High School class of 1974 has been very generous, giving back to their alma mater, knowing of the need of instruments to make the music department stand out and to be the very best that they can be. With this second donation, the first being in April with a bassoon, and this evening's donation of a new Yamaha baritone saxophone in the amount of $5,379, a new Yamaha 4-string electric bass guitar in the amount of $245.99, and a new Fender Rumble 1x12-inch 100-watt bass combo amplifier in the amount of $329.99 from Sweetwater. It is our hope that the music department can teach our students the endless possibilities that music can provide without the harsh burden of having to purchase an instrument simply because of the lack of funds. Again, we are all fortunate that the Bonney Fund is changing that for the Catskill Central School District. The Catskill High School class of 1974 named this gift to us after one of their own classmates. Bonnie Carney Turpin is an instrumentalist and musician herself. Soon after that last school board presentation of the bassoon, CMPSA members met and knew that it was imperative for us to move forward with the continued utilization and allocation of the Bonney Fund for additional instrumental needs for our students. It was reported back by music teacher Ms. Stores Ryan that Mr. Dowling and Mr. Geraci did in fact also had immediate certain instrumental needs. A baritone saxophone for a high school student, a bass guitar with matching amplifier for a middle school student. The middle school jazz band is taking off, and the bass guitar player adds an important low end to our sound. Getting a bass guitar and amp will allow the jazz band to provide institutional instruments to students who aren't able to afford their own. With the recommendation and the recommended Fender bass amplifier, a reputable company, Fender, provides an upgraded tone compared to other amplifier companies, higher quality wood construction, and the arrangements of the pickups lends itself well to jazz music. It was a perfect fit for our kids. And of course, the baritone saxophone, which I lugged over here, and it is a heavy beast. As I mentioned earlier, we have a very excited high school student who is eager to learn. I can't show you a picture of that student, but the board has that picture that they can circulate around. So with all that said, please accept this gift that we again present to you now. The music department has agreed to take on the responsibility of the bari, the guitar, the bass amplifier, and any future instruments that will be purchased by the Bonney Fund, along with the recommendation of CMPSA. Total dollars spent and donated funds to the Catskill Central School District through the Bonney Fund this year only has been $11,770.38. Thanks so much for your time. Catskill, go Cats. So let me just quickly show you the bari sax.
You have to play a little jig now with the tune. That's part of this whole thing.
There it is. My Lord.
There we go.
It really is a beast. Here's the amp that we just unboxed, that was asked, and the bass guitar, which is right here. Pretty cool stuff, right? Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir. We are going to move to D1, our superintendent's report.
So I just want to remind everyone that this is only the 5th day of school. We're working hard. Everything went pretty well on the first day. There were a few glitches that have been worked on and worked out, and now we know that parent notification of bus issues is first and foremost in what we have to do, and that message has been loud and clear. On the first day, Questar had students going to Columbia Green for New Visions for the EMT program, Donald Klein on Route 66 for welding and automotive, and building trades. And we had contingent going to Durham for heavy equipment, agriculture, and I don't know if the agriculture and the animal program are together, but we had students going there as well. And we had Donald Pulcher buses, and we had Questar buses, and so we lost a few kids, found them, and got them where they were supposed to go. It was a little nerve-wracking for a while, but we're on it. We got it. So the parent pickup and drop-off at the elementary school has been impacted totally by the number of pre-K and K students. And I went today to view and saw the biggest thing is that it's organized. We know where the kids are going. We know that they're with the right parents, and it may not be as quick as everybody would like it, but those little legs on those little guys don't go that fast, and their book bags drag behind them. So it's a work in progress, and today was beautiful. And if you can organize chaos, this was a great feat, and it is working, and as the kids get used to it, it'll get better. So the cafeteria is also a work in progress. I timed the kids, I timed their walk and watched what they had in the 6th grade cafeteria when they went out to play. Did they have enough time to eat? And I'm happy to say that the first group that went through was high school kids, all high school kids. It took them 7 minutes to get through the line. And they were all in the high school cafeteria. It was beautiful. 6th grades came next. Remember, it's only the 5th day of school. They're getting used to the whole procedure. It took them 10 minutes to get through the line. They got to the middle school cafeteria. One group goes out to the basketball court and the tennis courts and out to play for a while just to get some fresh air. The other kids go in to eat. By the time the time was up, there was not one student who had not finished their lunch. And I walked the whole way. I was checking. They cleaned up the tables, and they were ready for the next group to go through the line, and that line only took 8 minutes. So the second group went faster. And so I see it only getting better as we move along. And I have to say that the students, without their phones, are talking. They were in the cafeteria talking to one another. They're outside talking to one another. And there have not been a lot of issues with the yonder pouches. So, and I was also happy to say that we now have teachers who have duties in the cafeteria, and they're in the halls. And in the past, that has, in my day, teachers were always on lunch duty and hall duty and everything, and it's not as common as it used to be, but it's coming back, and I was very happy to see that. Mr. Xanthus called in today to check and see how we were doing and the progress and what was happening, and he is very much looking forward to coming on September 22nd for the week, and we'll work together and get him ready and acclimated and transitioned, and he'll be set to go. Kids Club is still accepting applications for students. They are not full yet. So if there are students at the elementary school who still want the after school program, it is back to being free. So there is no charge for parents. The new treasurer began again this week. Unfortunately, he worked a day and then he was ill. So we're back, and Matt is very happy to have someone there in that position and working. So we're looking forward to the work that he can do ahead. Next is the open houses are coming up next week, and I cannot do justice to describing those. So I would like Mr. Dudana to tell us about what's happening for the high school open house.
Hi, everybody. So we'll go back kind of a traditional high school open house where the parents will come, follow their students' schedules throughout the day. I'll be located in the cafeteria at lunchtime, or at lunchtime, so I can meet the parents, get out there, answer any questions. I'll also be in the halls and running the bell schedule. We added a little structure to it this year, and we're really trying to promote it through Parent Square, and really excited. Just about everybody will be here. We are doing it the same night as the middle school because we are sharing about 4 or 5 staff, so it works out that the teachers are here on the, they don't miss anything. So Mr. Rivers and I will talk about that in a minute. We're able to work together to make sure the teachers are available for both middle school and high school parents. But a pretty traditional, as you probably remember when you were going through this process of a high school open house.
Thank you.
Okay.
Mr. Rivers, middle school.
Yeah, at the middle school, we're September 17th from 6 to 7:30. We're gonna start off by having everyone meet in the cafeteria or the auditorium, do like a introductory to the middle school for all grades 6, 7, and 8. Then after that, about 15 minutes, and they're gonna go off into each grade levels has an area where they're gonna go. I think 8th grade is gonna be we'll stay right in the auditorium. 6th grade will be in the cafeteria, middle school cafeteria, and 7th grade will be in the 7th grade wing, and they'll get a chance to talk with all the grade level, to teacher grade level as well. And we also have set up in the gymnasium, we're going to be all exploratory teachers, PE, library, art, facts, STEAM, all those will be in there, and they'll do a little presentation for each grade level. We'll have them rotating through, so grade 6 will go through, grade 7, then grade 8. So they'll have an opportunity to meet with the exploratory teachers as well too. So I have about an hour and a half planned for them on the 17th.
Thank you. Last but not least, Mrs. Connor.
So we're super excited. Ours is not going to be traditional. I don't tend to do anything traditional, but that's okay. So we are going to be combining our open house with our back to school barbecue. So this is my invitation to all of you. Come, please join. We have an exciting event completely planned from 5 to 7. And what we're doing is we're going to have students, because the kids want to showcase their classroom, their space, their learning environment. So they're going to be going in and bringing their parents in to show them their classroom, show them their learning spaces. And then we also have several community partners. We are about 20 right now that are going to be joining us. We did this last year, and it was, we knew that we needed to fix it a little bit. So we are making some improvements to adding tables and community partnerships. They will be available for families to visit. And then we have our student council, our CTA, we have fortnightly, we have our PTA, we're all contributing. So this will be a free event for families. There is no cost to the barbecue. So we thank all of the partners in that work with us. And we are going to have some raffles for them. There's going to kind of be like a little scavenger hunt where they're going to be able to go and visit their art teacher. They're going to see, if you haven't seen it, if anybody hasn't seen the newly refurnished library space for the kids, it is absolutely beautiful. So we really want our community members and family members to see the spaces that our kids get to to enjoy every day. And so we're going to kind of flip-flop between food and play. We have a rock wall and bounce house, and then going into the classrooms. So for anybody that can join us, we're really looking forward to kind of doing something a little different this year. We know where there's food, there's fun. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And last but not least, I would like to thank the administrators in our district, and that's all of the principals, assistant principals, Alyssa Dyer, our pupil personnel person, Matt Parker, our CO, Chief Operating Officer, for all of his work. We can't pass go without knowing whether we have money to do that. And this team has been so good to me and has allowed me to be successful. And I never do any of this alone. It was a group effort. And I am very grateful for everything that they have contributed to my time, and I want them to know that I appreciate them. So, thank you.
So we also want to be, we'd be remiss if we didn't thank Deb. This is her last official meeting with us, because our next meeting we'll have our interim superintendent, Mr. Xanthus, as we are on the journey to find a new superintendent. We are in an area where there are 6 needed, and we're going to win the race. Catskill's going to win the race, I promise. We're trying. So I want to thank Deb again. We, brought her in on July 1st, and she came to work July 2nd. So thank you from us, from the community, for stepping up in a time of disarray where we needed you the most. And you came, you showed up, and you helped us out. So I just want to say thank you to Deb and the board. Deb. And the last part of that is we're going to give our student board member her oath, so we'll stand up. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to repeat after me. Okay, this is an oath. Right. Raise your right hand, yeah. So I'll give you some phrases and just copy me, right? I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties of student member of the Board of Education
the duties of the student member of the Board of Education
for the Catskill Central School District
for the Catskill Central School District
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations and welcome. Excellent. All right, we're going to keep moving along. So we're going to go to E1, board action and discussion items. Can I get a motion for E1 and E2? E1 is the agenda as presented or amended, and then 2, funding for district reserves. Can I get a motion for?
Question?
Yes.
Should we have a formal motion for memorialization under F9 to accept the donation from the music department?
Is that right here?
There's nothing in there, so can we add that as an F9 to accept, to be doing donation?
All right, so we will vote to amend the agenda. So we need a vote for E1 to accept the agenda as amended, because we will add F9 to our consent. All right, so can I get a motion to accept the agenda as amended?
So moved.
So we got Jeff and then second. Mike, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed or abstentions? None. So we will amend the agenda. So we will now go to E2. We'll vote on that. We have authorization of funding of district reserves. So can I get a motion for E2? Jeff, a second. Chuck, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, all opposed? Okay, any abstentions? Motion passes. So we will go board action consent, so we'll just go F1 through F9 for good measure, right? So F1, approval of minutes. Can I please get a motion to approve our minutes from our last meeting? Can I get a motion? Michael, a second. Patty, all in favor? Okay, any opposed? Abstentions, none. Excellent. We have F2, acceptance of claims audit reports. Can I get a motion for F2? Okay, Chuck, a second. Michael, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstentions? Great. We have F3, we have transportation contracts. Can I get a motion for F3? Mr. Dietrich, a second. Tracy Darling, all in favor?
Question.
Yep.
The Kentucky Transport contract for roughly 30 days to Germantown and the student G districts, or how come we have no more transport? Huh? Oh,
Okay, all in favor for F3?
aye.
Any opposed or abstentions? Go to F4, obsolete surplus books and equipment. Can I get a motion for F4?
So moved.
Michael, second. Jeff, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed or abstentions? Great, you've got F5, CSC and CPSC recommendations. Motion, Patty. Second, Michael Consul, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We have F6, 504 recommendations. Can I get a motion? Patty, second. Tracy, all in favor? Okay, any opposed or abstentions? Perfect. We have approval of a contract. This is our search contract. We have Mike Fortis here in the audience. So we want to thank Mike for coming. Mike will help us on our journey to find our next prospering Catskill superintendent. So can I get a motion for F7? Jeff, a second. Paul, all in favor? Okay, all opposed or abstentions? None. We have F8, another contract with BOCES. Can I get a motion? Michael Dietrich, a second. Patty, all in favor? Okay, all opposed or abstentions? None. Great. We're gonna have F9, the acceptance of the donation from the CNPSA. Again, thank you, Mr. Signoretti and your team for these lovely instruments for our kids. We greatly appreciate it. F9, can I get a motion? Michael, a second. Jeff, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, any opposed or abstentions? None. Excellent. We'll move to G1, our personnel agenda. We are just accepting some team leader appointments, some club appointments, our new high school assistant principal. We're very excited for all of these. Can I get a motion for G1? G1 through 9.
So moved.
Jeff, second. Patty, all in favor? Okay. All opposed or abstentions? Okay. One opposed and one abstention? Okay. Tracy opposed and then Chuck abstention? Excellent. Nothing on our consent. For H, board reports. We just talked about we are on our hunt for our new aspiring superintendent, so we will start with that. Committees, we haven't met yet, but we'll get that moving at our next meeting.
Just one quick thing, just want to say thanks to Matt and the team with the finance side. They made the adjustments as you saw in here to get us under the 4% cap with the state. It kind of takes us out of harm's way with our reserve balances. So kudos to them for getting ahead of that and getting that done for us.
Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate that. There are no visitors on non-school agenda items, so we will propose to go into executive session where we will not be acting when we exit. So can I get a motion for executive session? Michael, a second. Patty, all in favor? All opposed? Motion carries. We will not be acting. Thank you for coming, everyone. Have a good evening.
Everybody on board, can you come over here for a picture with Mr. Fernandez?
Louise. What was that?